Hey guys, George the Ski Monster, and today we're going to be covering how long ski boots last and when it's time for a new pair. Now, this is a question we get all the time, and the answer is, honestly, it really depends. Liners are going to last you anywhere from 80 to 120 days. Shells are going to last you anywhere from 150 to 200 days. Now, why such a big range? Well, a ski day is different to everybody. Some people just go out there and take one run. Some people just go out there and cruise for 5 runs. Some people ski hard half a day. Some people ski hard all day and then wear their boots at après and don't take them off until 10 p.m. Everybody's ski day is different. And also, everybody's in different quality of boots. The higher the quality of boot, the higher end boot you buy, typically over $600, $650, that's when you're getting into a top tier boot. Boots like that are going to last longer. Everything about them is made of better materials. The shell, the buckles, the liner, the strap, the parts, everything about them is nicer. Now, the other big thing is how well you take care of these things. And general maintenance, no matter who you are, if you want your boots to last longer, when you get done skiing, it's a good idea to take not just the liners out of your boots, but the footbed as well. Let all of this stuff dry out. That way we don't get too much mold in here, not too much bacteria building up here. And then whenever you're not using the boot, buckle this thing back up. Then when it's time to go skiing, you have all this stuff warm, it's dry. That's also going to make it so you don't get as cold. The next day you're out there, you can have a much better time. And just throw these things back in. Following that general maintenance of just taking care of your boots, letting them air out, dry, keeping them buckled when you're not using them is going to be tremendously helpful. There are other things, other parts on these boots that can wear out, break, and just because something breaks or wears out doesn't mean you need to get a new pair of boots. It can be replaced. And I'm talking about buckles, the power strap, the grip pads, even the walk mode on the back of here, a BOA, these liners as well. Now, all those things have, cost for the part and then maybe a little bit of labor to have stuff installed or a liner remolded. Buckles can be up to $40, $50 a piece, and a liner anywhere from $150 to $250. So there are costs in maintaining that boot. And it's just going to be up to you if the math makes sense, and it's all situational. And whatever ski shop you're at, that boot fitter can help you walk through that if you have any questions. Now, what are some signs that your boots are getting too old and it might be time for a set of new ones? Your boots are feeling packed out. That's probably a term you've heard skiers, boot fitters, whoever say, where it doesn't feel like you have the same heel hold. You feel like you're sloshing around side to side, front to back. Either way, you're not being held like you used to. Now, that's with the liner. The other thing that can happen with the shell is it doesn't feel like it's flexing the same. It feels too soft. It feels like you're having to work a lot harder to get the same thing done when the boot was brand new. Basically, the boot has lost a lot of its life. It doesn't have the same pop and rebound that it used to. Now, how long do these things last and when it's time for a new one? It'd be awesome if we could put an exact number on it, even exact number for, a specific model, but we can't because everybody's ski day is different. Some people just go to the hill, have drinks. Some people ski half a day. Some people ski all day. Everybody is different. And then everybody cares for their stuff much differently. And those are going to change the range of how long they last. The other thing is, how well do you want this piece of equipment to perform? And towards the end of its life, or if you're really trying to stretch out the life of the boot and get everything out of it, it's not performing at its best during it. Honestly, I'm not running a boot that long. Part of my job is to know exactly what the performance of a ski is and be able to compare those nuances. If you've watched other videos, you've heard me talk about that. And I need a boot that's delivering performance so I get that feedback from the ski. And I'm not going to get that from a boot that's 150 days old. So I'm not skiing on a boot longer than 100 days. Everybody's different. That's where my priorities are, and yours may be different. Now, to wrap up, make sure you take care of your boots. Air these things out, buckle them when you're not using them. And if you do want to buy a boot off the jump that's going to last longer, buy a higher end boot if it makes sense for you. Now, if you're not sure what you should do with your current pair of boots, could be a part issue, a fit issue, you just don't really know, it's probably time to see a boot fitter to see what you should do. If it's staying the course, maybe replacing a part or two, or maybe it's time for new boots. Either way, we're here to help. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or book an appointment with us here in Boston.